Nsem-Pii TV nie.
Ampaw the top secret bi aba abɔnten ɛfa Ato Essien ɛne Capital Bank nsɛnsɛm nam so ama no 15 years sɛ ɔmfa nkɔtwere aban koko mu. Na ɔse ewura Mahama beneficiary wɔ Ato Essien sika ne ho. Afei nso no Dr. Mensa Otabil nso yɛ beneficiary. Ɔse ɔno koraa asɛm no yɛhyɛ aseɛ no ɔno na ɛyɛ Ato Essien lawyer. Na inside information bi Attorney General koraa ni bi Ghana mpanimfoɔ koraa ni bi. Ogusu a wohwie gu abɔnten ɔde ato dwa no mengotie.
Ato Essien made the first lawyer. That's the first thing. So I know a lot. Before Obe excel in business, Capital Bank, Capital Plus to Capital Capital Plus to Capital Bank. So information crowd. How he climbed and how. Two, main relationship with Otabil. I don't know Otabil in person. We didn't change me, madam for. But us starting ministry, but the power all no. You must be called 1-2 ni jai. Let's say jai because you know but na kwano wa mame young boy. Tisukula, how do I walk to the power? It is mu jai. You come so sorry. So I didn't comfort Otabil, but time me comfort Otabil, and Otabil should listen, and people go and tell him. Central University, yeah, setting up Central University. I know the beginning from the end. Why? How? Because Jesus Afre was a lecturer at Central University at the beginning of the university at Mataiko. And I have won the best students in company law. So Jesus Afre was nominated by the chief, President Kufuor, to go to the Supreme Court after the infamous Republic versus Nado case, no, on Tatushikata, fast track case, no. So Jesus Afre was nominated to the Supreme Court. So Jesus Afre held my hand like this. So, Lawyer Ampaw, you are the best student in company law. You had almost 90-something%. What big no do? So go and lecture law at Central University. So I didn't undergo any interview. I became a lecturer and met professor. That professor that I met is a pastor at Pentecost, and then he is the founder of Regent University, Professor Labi. So as a young lecturer, no, Nico Chadi was Central University, no, I excel, one of the best lawyers, lecturers. I was the best lecturer in Central University Law, and my name at that time was called KJ. Some of my students, Bevolati, National Security, NDC time, my students. Nsem-Pii, NDC for Nsem-Pii, and your lawyer was my student. Bola Remo, Yere, they are all my students. I have about 100 lawyers that I have taught in Central University. They are not all lawyers. I have about 10 or 12 judges. Much of my was Central University. They are all right, they're my students. So during my lectureship at Central University, that is where I encountered Dr. Mensa Otabil. And I have information. How Dr. Mensa Otabil, any Professor Labi, I was the lawyer for Professor Labi. I became the lawyer for Professor Labi when Otabil unlawfully, unfairly terminated the appointment of Dr. Labi. He attempted to terminate, but ended up Labi resigning. Because for Labi, Otabil had a vision to start at Central University, but Labi brought the vision to being. And Labi was there, And Otabel mo ye kana na mo yi ni fi ho. Na Professor Labi resigned. I was a lawyer for Professor Labi in that issue with Otabel. So the corresponding letters that I wrote to Otabel in that legal tussle, I'm come to take Otabel on some years. I'm talking about 20 something years, 20 years ago. This 20 years ago, once I became a lawyer 1 year, the following year, that year no, I became a lecturer, and I lectured for 2 years. And now I'm 22 years at the bar. So 20 years ago, I knew Otabel. I wrote confidential letters to him concerning Honorable Professor Labi Omotokwano. And so I had the opportunity to know what is going on between the two. Personal, and not church to church. And then Professor Labi, advice from Pentecost chairman into me, decided to leave the church and the school. Now we form Regent University. That is where we brought the matter to an end. I had an issue at the school where I have to resign. And I wanted to go and see Otabel. And Otabel says that he's not ready to see me. So Otabel knows me. I'm giving you a clue. How Ato Essien became a member of the Otabel church, I know. How Ato Essien Otabel started Capital Bank issue, I know. What went on, I know. How Mahama, President Mahama, NDC, Mahama, Mutam 620 million as loan, money more to relieve them. The Bank of Ghana at that time. That time you gave them that money, 620 billion. With the consent of President Mahama. Ato Essien is a smart business man. Smart, very intelligent, very handsome. So he played among these political roles. So Mahama, I know you and Ato Essien relationship and how that money, I know. And currently you and Ato Essien relationship, I know. How Ato Essien is more supportive, decided to support your campaign, I know. Now, Otabel and Ato Essien relationship and the banking saga, the monies that went on, I know. How much was given to Otabel, I know. How much Central University have spent, I know. How Capital Bank became the financier of the church and be paying workers, churches' salaries of workers, I know. Like the way Kwabra before used Unibank to pay Bolare, media. You know, the media was set up by Kwabra Dufour with the main aim of making the Sun a presidential material. And because the Sun and Bolare were so close and their friends, movement guys, they are called movement guys. So these two movement guys, though, the boy, Dufour Jr. convinced the father, said, listen to me, if you want to be president, if you want the president, Lawrence is going, Mahama and co are problems. So if you want us to have a stake in NDC and our presidential ambition come to play, let's buy the media houses. Because if you control the media houses, you control the politics of this country. And so Dufour banner, convincing Dufour, and the money they gave to Bolare, I know. To Port Bolare, I know. And how Unibank became the financier of GH1, Star FM, all the media houses until it collapsed. I know. The way Ato Essien also used Capital Bank to finance Otabel's church. I know. How Mahama is benefiting from Ato Essien's largesse. I know. How Otabel cannot be touched because of its relationship with certain personalities in the judiciary. I know. In the political circle. I know. I've just given a clue. So pray for me. I will not expose it here, but I will next week come and talk about the lessons and the right authorities. I'll give you the information. I'll give the information to the national security, the director of BNI, to it's painful, because in law, when you do a full trial, you can't go and do another trial again. But reopen the docket for other people. And the truth will draw Mahama in. Mahama will also be drawn into the saga. And Ato Essien, conviction and sentencing. Say your mom pie na President Mahama bar. The first thing he will do is to give Ato Essien a pardon, because it's a political contract that you've signed. And Mesa Tobel and those who promised Ato Essien protection, and you fail to do so, he will expose you. I have the information. So, Nyami, ehu yemobo, no hui omai no mobo. Ni abrabo yeti no, yemfa no kware. Enanti. It says dia wo ye bia wa abrabo mu. Bible say bibi eni wa. Everything will be exposed at the right time. So you people think that you can decide to manipulate the system and have your way, because either you have political power, you are outside political power. You see, at times the opposition has power, not even the ruling government. What the opposition can do, at times the ruling government cannot do. The promises the opposition people do give, and when we are corrupt in the system, you shit in the system and you give opposition people money, and you give government money, so that businessmen no need you invest strategically. And then obi dikede poetry, and yes, because of money you Kennedy bar they are promising the business. So a lot of business people are sponsoring Kennedy Pond just for their bottom and then the wealth of the nation. And then it also did not because of the wealth of the nation, but bottom. And then businessmen be sponsor Mahama to come to power because they also want bottom. Now maybe Chamu Kenya back. Now the Montana say, now more for say about Bonner and no say, you tell me muna. Mode mafa yasa bomobo. Na what to position and can some and the government is corrupt. Meanwhile in opposition you are more than corrupt. The expose will come in series. How Ato Essien met Mahama and how Otabel, Jesus Christ, I'm sad. May the God of heaven have mercy on all of us. Nyamia obo so na sase en bo wa wo hwemi nia ho ban on hwe wo kra so ko si se ye be fia nyame e ma idada di bandi na Nsem-Pii TV nie